Gundam Tokyo celebrates its biggest attraction yet. Visiting the life-size Gundam statue in Tokyo is the best way to get a momentous dose of Japanese otaku and pop culture. Gundam is iconic in Japan, and regardless if you watch anime or not, you should know the name. First released in 1979 as a television series, the Gundam series franchise exploded to include manga, movies, plastic models, and more. The series is set in the future when humans have colonized space and use humanoid combat vehicles called Gundam mobile suits. Today, Gundam is known around the world. The Unicorn Gundam is the franchise's newest attraction. The model is a replication of the RX-0 Unicorn Gundam from the novel and OVA Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn. The ground display stands at 19.7 meters tall. The Gundam is normally in unicorn mode, marked by a white frame with a single antenna protruding from its head. At specific times, however, you can see the Gundam in destroy mode, where its frame expands and emits a pink glow. You need to visit the Unicorn Gundam. This isn't the first time a mobile suit graced the city. In 2009, an 18-meter-tall RX-78-2 appeared for a limited time in Shozakai Koen. The model was then reintroduced at Diver City in 2012 and was a popular sight for fans and tourists alike until its dismantling this past spring in preparation for the Unicorn Gundam. The Unicorn Gundam definitely has some features worth seeing. You can watch the Unicorn Gundam transform from Unicorn mode to Destroy mode at any of the 4 daily shows. The show times are 11, 13, 15, and 17. Arrive 10 to 15 minutes early so you can get a good spot for photos. We recommend the 17 show, where you might be able to include the beautiful sunset in your pictures. In the evening, you can watch one of the night productions going on every 30 minutes, starting from 19:30 until 21:30. Aside from the Unicorn Gundam itself, you can visit the cafe and shop in the Diver City Tokyo Plaza next door. You can find the Gundam Cafe right behind the Unicorn Gundam. Despite the name, the cafe does not have sit-down space. Instead, it sells Gundam-themed takeaway snacks and memorabilia. But if you're looking for more goods, head inside the shopping mall and make your way up the escalators. On the 7th floor, you'll find the newly opened Gundam Base Tokyo, located where the former Gundam Front Tokyo store stood. Fans will be happy to explore the redesigned shop. You will find various posters, models, clothing, and other Gundam gear in this area. Whether you've been building Gunpla model kits depicting the vehicles and characters of mecha anime for years or have never heard of mobile suits, make sure to visit the towering Unicorn Gundam during your next visit to Tokyo. Today, I am building the full Armor Unicorn Gundam Destroy mode. This model is in 1x144 scale. The full-sized version of this Gundam was covered in the prologue. On the back it tells us the details of the Gundam and what comes with it. Mobile suits or Gundams are piloted by humans. Some mobile suits have Psycho Frame. Psycho Frame allows the pilot to control the Gundam and its appendages using their brain waves. The word Gundam is a mix of the word gun and freedom. The word Gunpla derives from the first part of Gundam and the word plastic. Gundam is the full-sized armor or weapon. I am creating the model, which is called Gunpla. Mobile Suit Gundam is a franchise consisting of 282 manga series, 32 TV shows, 41 movies, 37 original video animations / original novel animations, 15 TV specials, and 106 games. That's 513 individual pieces of media. Excluding games and manga, it would take 16 days with no breaks to watch all the OVAs/ONAs, movies, and TV shows. Gundam was first seen in America in 1994.
It's a Gundam!
Mobile Suit Gundam was made when giant robots were an overused trope. But one thing made Gundam stand out. It was realistic. Unlike all the other giant robot shows, which were in the genre Super Robot, Gundam began its own genre, Real Robot. Real Robot means that the robot required time to recharge, to get refueled and repaired. It ran out of ammunition. It wasn't invincible like those found in the Super Robot genre. Gundams are possible in the real world. Unlike super robots can never be possible no matter how advanced the technology is. As Gundam's fan base grew, Gundam began to sell a lot of toys, including action figures. In the late 1980s, the Gundam franchise began to see their ratings slip. As Gundam was inching closer to cancellation, the old sponsors started to back out until Bandai came. Bandai began to make Gunpla plastic models. Because of a combination of the shells and Gunpla plastic model kits, Gundam eventually began to regain its success and eventually surpassed its original success. I got into Gunpla after I started watching the Gundam Build Divers on YouTube. It is a very action-packed mecha anime that I enjoy. I always thought it was cool that the characters built their own Gunpla. They built Gunpla so that they could play a game called Gundam Battle Nexus Online. When they scanned in their Gunpla to the game, they were transported to a matrix where the Gunpla became real-life Gundams. That inspired me to try building Gunpla. I started watching mecha anime because my dad mentioned that he watched Robotech when he was a kid. Building Gunpla and watching Gundam anime with my dad has become two of my favorite things to do. If you have any questions about Gundam or anime, please let me know. I am always happy to talk about it.
It's done!